Hi, my name is Patricia Flores and my team is Angela Vasquez and we're going to speak on Florence Nightingale.
Florence Nightingale, famed as romantic heroine, obscures her merits as an educator. However, the legend of this woman also had educational consequences. Indeed, thanks to it, the training of nurses became general, thus giving rise to a new profession for women. This legend has become an important chapter of the culture, healthcare worldwide, but it had not contributed to raising awareness of Florence Nightingale. Florence Nightingale became famous for treating the sick and wounded during the Crimean War. After this, he could have occupied a position of responsibility as a hospital head nurse and supervisor of nurse training, but he preferred to withdraw from public life and use his prestige to support and promote educational projects. It is probable that the fact that he preferred to intervene indirectly instead of holding an official position, you have made your influence even greater. Behind the Crimean War, Nightingale wrote some 200 books, reports, and pamphlets that had important repercussions on military health, social assistance in India, civil hospital, medical statistics, and care for the sick. His greatest contribution educational was the creation of new institutions for the training of both military doctors like hospital nurses. But some of their lesser-known educational projects they are full of teachings. Nightingale has been studied as a reformer, as a statistician, as administrator, and as a researcher, but studies on her influence as an educator have been rare. The work that recounts their experience in the training of nurses silence the more general context of Florence Nightingale's educational ideas for focus on the often complicated administrative aspects of the early days of Nightingale schools of nurses.
Florence, who was born in 1820, was the second daughter of William and Frances Nightingale, and Wilf married of at the bed of the Unity Doctrine in this is an Anglican church. Florence grew up in the time of intense social change in an environment of liberal ideas and reforms. His maternal grandfather, William Smith, was a deputy for 46 years and a great defender for the rights of deceased in religious matters, and militant for the abolition of trafficking in slaves. As some members of his family participate in the public life, it's no surprise that Florence was deeply interested in the current problems of her time. The education of both Florence Nightingale and Parnell, her older sister, was supervised by his father, who had studied at Cambridge University. His program studied including Latin, Greek, history, psychology, mathematics, language, modern, and music. William Ernest Nightingale was a man of oppressive ideas in concerning the problem of the society and the education of the woman. So he dealt with the education of his daughter with a seriousness that was usually reserved for the education for most children. If Panama was interested about in drawing, Flores always was loved studying. During the later years of his life, he prominent Balaam to Benjamin in developing plural dialogues. Showing the break of his scholarship, a woman of Florence social position had little opportunity to happily to practice journal language. She was still a teenager when she began to feel a conflict between his want with the action and the joyful, lively social family life.